Well, this is awkward, isn't it? Well, it's 10:49 in the morning, and it's Monday the 20th of April, 2026. Who be I? I be but the diary of a griever named John Weaver, which is me. I know. I got the phone here for a reason. Not to hide from you guys. I just got too much crap on my table as it is. So you get to hear the old gravelly voice and not the ugly face that you just seen. Okay, so we've got Patel going crazy at this point. He wants to sue people for his own reckless behavior being publicly known and being humiliated by the press. If the asshole didn't figure it out, he's a public figure. He got elected. Actually, he got, certified by the Senate to be the FBI director. And usually, if you're an FBI director, there's usually behaviors. And unfortunately, this asshole doesn't know him, doesn't want him, and he's doing what he's doing, and he's caught in the headlights. Every time they keep putting a picture of this guy, it's like he's caught with the headlights, and he don't know what to do. And attacking people left and right is the only thing he thinks he can do. That wasn't bad enough to deal with for the politics, and Trump's still trying to be a controlling bastard. But this time, tomorrow, he's going to be going on a Bible thing. He's going to an online church, and he already submitted a recording that they're going to be broadcasting live, but it's still tape from him. Of him reading from Chronicles, I think. And it's supposed to solidify, tell people something about what he means, what he is, and some kind of shuck and jive he's pulling on people left and right. He still thinks he's the up and coming voice of God. He's a guy so intense with broadcasting, with his word. He wants all the damn attention. And he's not doing it for God. He's doing it for him. A lot of people know about it, but they don't care. They think he's magnificent. He's the voice of God. What about the fools and idiots? I swear to God. I know I'm swearing to God on this one, because they are fools and idiots. I know, because I am one. But the thing is, I am not worshiping anybody else or anything else. I'm trying not to anyway. There's no golden thing around me to go, ooh, shiny. I'm not doing that. I hear somebody else has got a golden calf, golden idol, golden boy. And he wants adoration, he wants attention. And he says he's doing it for God, but it's really for his ego. And I'm like, go ahead, make yourself a fool and idiot. That's all you are, is just a fool and idiot. And you're going to be a hypocrite, and you're going to be antichrist, you're going to be leading people everywhere else, because you think you're it. Of course, they're going to be asking about me. And I keep questioning why the hell I keep doing this shit in the first place. I have to keep telling myself, originally when I was doing these videos, it was for my own emotional well-being, a bit of a visual breadcrumb. Because any situation that pops up that puts me into a situation where I'm going to be needing records, how I screwed up, I want it on record. I want a visual. Give me a second here. Okay, so prepare to turn sideways. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. You're going to be looking at me sideways at this point. Give my guess. And I still got a dog to throw at you. People are coming out and trying to say that they are the Word of God and they know better and they are doing the I. I don't listen to those assholes. I know if God's going to talk to me, He's going to talk to me in His own way. And He's going to get a message to me one way or another. But at least He's not going to be doing a shuck and jive on me. I've seen and I've heard too many of these damn fools and idiots coming out there saying, I'm the one appointed by God and you got to listen to me because I know better. Oh, good Lord. And then again, I'm hearing some of the other reverends saying, these guys are fools and idiots, they're hypocrites at this point over here, they're not doing what the Bible says at this point. Oh, I know. Especially when I see the grifters keep saying, hey, that's what I did, the blah, 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 blah on you. I want. Gimme. I want. You're not giving it to me. I want. I am the voice of God, and I will command him to strike you down one way or another because I say so. Oh, good Lord. God, forgive me for doing that one. Because I've seen these guys do the performances left and right. They're on stage, or on screen, or on cameras. And they got to perform. They got to be on the soapbox. Screaming and yelling. Some are either in New Testament or Old Testament, but I think in the New Testament it says something about guy's going to get his reward by screaming and yelling his head off by wanting people to pay attention to him instead of paying attention to what needs to be done, which is you take care of the stranger. There's a lot of things that Christ said on the Sermon on the Mount that means a darn. You may have about 3 to 5 books in the New Testament covering this. Different ways, but it's still the same thing. You're not doing it for the reward of it. You're doing it because the stranger needs help. You help. You do customer service. And the thing is concerning about retail versus God. Retail, you're working for a company that depends upon customer service because they need their product sold. They get money for the CEO and everybody else, but also it trickles down to you, the guy working your ass off. In order for you to move up the damn company, you got to bust your ass. You got to please that particular asshole or master. God wants it done because he's seeing what's happening down the road. He's already got it. He already knows. But he still needs someone, and he still thinks it's you to do the job. You may balk at it, or you may do it. And even if you do, you don't know reasons why down the road. The only thing is clear is when you finally go. And you're lucky. And God thinks you're lucky. He'll probably give you an example of the plan he's got. And if you happen to see it, then you're trying to understand one thing, or maybe a few things. Why didn't we know about this in the first place? Until you see more and more about it, and then it's like, there's no way the human being can actually figure this one out. You and I couldn't figure this one out. Of course, you'd probably be pissed because your ego got in the way and you didn't give to the trust in the faith and the belief. Having doubts and fits and starts on this one here, it's supposed to be, because it's a way of testing us on a constant basis whether or not we trust God or not. Whether or not I trust him or not. I mean, for a lifelong, I'm 60 years old. I had open heart surgery when I was age 4. So I had a lot of things happen to me during that time that still puts me in fits and starts with the faith of God and Jesus. I may not be absolute. I know I'm full of an idiot. I haven't been pushing people into religion or any other kind of thinking. I haven't been saying, well, I can demonstrate this thing. I tell my story. Okay? I tell my story. wherever the hell it is, and it may scare the hell out of people, or it may not. It may confuse the hell out of people. It confuses the hell out of me, but still, I'm here. And I would ask, why? Why is this happening here? Why is this happening here? My brain cannot figure this thing out. My soul may try to figure it out, but they got a disconnect between me and my soul. A little bit there. Concerning about the lines of communication. Having faith and trust, okay. And it fits and starts because I still have fear. I still have doubts. But put my faith and trust in God, and it's a little bit, and a little bit, and a little bit, and a big, it builds, it builds, it builds, it builds. So maybe I get to the point where I'm saying, okay, God. Okay. So I may be a fool and idiot on a lot of things. I know I am. I agree with that. I agree with that. But I try. I'm not 100% faithful. I'm a broken down piece of crap. But I'm not going to listen to any kind of gas bags out there who are trying to tell me that they know. They don't know. They won't know. Only God would know. And if he'll send an angel, he'll send an angel. If he's going to send someone to whisper into my ear, he will. Or give me something in my dreams to understand something. Or just deal and live. I got to deal. I got to deal with it. I've got foils. I've got things being screwed up left and right. What more do they want out of me? I want absolute faith, absolute trust. Believe in them? No. No, thank you, David Koresh. No, thank you, Jim Jones. Bite me. I'm not being those. No. I will talk about my life. I will talk about my faith. I will talk about trusting. But the thing is, I am not pushing people into the damn shit in the first place. And the other thing I don't want to do, and I sure as hell don't want to do it, is keep asking for likes. It's keep asking to keep the system acknowledging me. That's on you guys. You guys want to like it, like it. If not, don't. You guys want to comment? Comment. I'm not asking to pass off the subscription. If you want to pass off the subscription, that's on you. If you think I've got stuff to say, then fine. If you don't, fine. I'm not insulted about it. But I keep after asking myself why I do this thing. That's for me. I've been using this thing as a platform to talk about my shit going on. The political shit, yeah, but also the personal shit that's been going on. And if or when the time has come when I am not going to be on the line for anymore, and they want to find out what the hell's going on with me, all they got to do is review the last video or two to see where the hell I've been going, to see how I've been dealing with things, or just see the year or something like that. But get a basis of where my mental status was. So maybe they can get an understanding, an idea. Maybe they'll find something that'll help the next person out. Do I understand about communication issues? Yes. I had them all my time, all my life. I've been an introvert. I dealt with myself and my thoughts, and it was kind of hard to talk to other people about it. It's only now, in the last nearly 15, maybe some odd more years, I'm seeking therapy. And with me discovering YouTube and posting videos, starts off at fun, and then other times I'm doing my emotional reactions, and then I'm just talking and talking and talking and talking. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. If it helps people, it helps people. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's helping me. I'm a selfish, self-righteous, egotistical, sorry son of a bitch. I'm a fool and an idiot. But the thing is, I'm also a creation of God. I'm also a follower of Jesus. I'm imperfect as hell. They may have perfected me in love, but I'm also one screwed up human being. I still got my foibles. I still have the deadly sins of man still trying to tempt my ass, and on some occasions they have a great deal. Who's the master? I gotta keep thinking God and Jesus are, because if I have to keep following them, then fine, but I still get these kind of pitfalls going on. So I guess when you're a follower of Jesus, you still go through pitfalls. Still has to build up your muscles somehow for your faith and trust. So you gotta go through this shit. And there's a lot of pain coming through. Not just emotional, of people or even animals going through passages, geographically or even mortally. And I got to get used to that one. I've cried over a lot of people in my life. I mean, throughout my years, I've just kept silent and just hidden. But within the last 10 or more, I have been bursting. I have been triggered. I have been crying. I have been bawling my head off. I have been praying, pleading, because I did not want to go through this stuff. I did not want to go through this stuff, but I am. And losing my family, it didn't matter which particular family member it was still hard as hell. And broke me. A friend of mine's mom, who was a surrogate to mine, broke me even further. Losing a favorite pet. Oh, my favorite four-legged buddy. Oh, that's powdering me. And then I became dust in the wind after I lost my brother. I don't know what's going to happen to me mentally, spiritually, or physically after I lose her. I'm going to be something I didn't expect or want to be. But maybe. And it's going to kick my ass. I am not recruiting. I'm not recruiting for people to do anything or do anything. I'm not recruiting, period. I've seen other people try. I'm not even asking for money. I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with right now. Bug war at home. With government stipend that's going to be probably cut off one way or another. With a health insurance that's maybe in doubt. Of dealing with a physical body that's deteriorating, and I'm going to have to go through a hell of a lot of bureaucratic mess. Just not to deal with a physical pain that already nailed me once already, and now I got to deal with it again. I'm getting rid of a damn ulcer on my foot. Dead tissue they still need to surgically remove. They call it debridement. And it hurts. It's not a tickle. It's a physical physical massacre of dead flesh off of a healthy flesh, and they patch you up, but they don't give you any pain medications for it. You got to supply your own damn thing for that. There was no other way to mitigate at least a little bit of the pain. Nobody to walk you through it. You got to sit there and deal with it as a surgeon's digging out the dead flesh out of your foot from a foot ulcer. And I got to deal with that shit next month. And I'm not looking forward to it either. So I'm going through the bureaucracy. I am talking the bureaucracy. What can I do just to mitigate it just a little bit so I can survive the damn thing without having a fucking nightmare over it? That's what I'm trying to do. Because all my life I've been staying away from the damn medical establishment at this point over here because they caused me a hell of a lot of pain and grief trying to cure me or trying to heal me by giving me more pain than I usually use. And they keep monitoring my health. Let's keep stabbing him, turning him into a damn bin cushion. He's a type 2. We gotta figure out if he's got any more blood coming out of him. I figured I was a type 2. So my family died from type 2. One way or another. So it was my turn. It was my turn. And I kept looking at him and I kept laughing at him and saying, it's not going to happen to me. I am not going to let it happen to me. Well, guess what? It happened to me. A physical manifestation of type 2 as an ulcer on either one or both feet. And one of them had to get cut open just to allow healing going on. And then weeks of going to wound care to manage that wound while I'm stinking up a storm, while the biological body I'm in decomposes without having any cleansing effect of anywhere, of anything. That I had to make sure that I was healed enough to where I could actually try to take a shower. And it took me months to do that. But constant created because of my own stupidity. I'm loving sugar too much. My body reacted. Now I'm doing this. These are the things I talk about. I know about the insanity of the politicians right now. They're going absolutely crazy and putting us through war. You don't think I know that one? You don't think I understand and relate to that? I relate to my own damn mortality. I relate to the fact that I'm dealing with a dog slowly dying who's doing her stuff all over the damn floor and I still got to get the damn shit cleaned up. We're talking about pee and shit. Who takes her dog food and scatters it about. That's why I give her more dog food than normally she would eat, because half the shit is going on the floor. The dry food will be swept up maybe once or twice before I toss it out. But the wet food she has, at least the meat and rice, she don't like vegetables. But she survives. I don't know how, but she survives. And I try to be grateful for that. I'm not quite sure what I can be grateful for these days. Except for another day dealing with her and another day of arguing with her that if she happens to sleep, what about me sleeping? And right now she's been sleeping in my arm for about half an hour and killing it at the same damn time. She'll wake up and still yell at me because she's not on the arm sleeping on it. Of course, I can't go to bed and sleep because that would disturb the living crap out of her. How dare I do that? But I have to. I have to. So this is what I got to deal with. This is what I deal with. I'm not blaming anybody. There's no blame. It's just dealing and coping and surviving. That's all it is. That's all it can be. So for right now, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm going to be putting her back to bed, letting her lay down, and then her freaking out left and right. I'll probably be laying down, maybe a little bit, and then wake up and get a little bit of lunch. And then I still have to get stuff cleaned up around this place a little bit or more. But this is me and my life right now. Deal with it. I am. That being said,